From the stables of iRevel Studios, my name is Cosmos Chukwemeka, welcoming you to Sports in 60 Minutes. It is my delight to have you right here. The guys are right here, and together we're going to take you through all the world of sports, talking points, and there will be a lot of, maybe some basketballs, but you're going to enjoy yourself. Ebe, how you doing?
I'm fine, Cosmos. It's so great to be here once again. It's good. It's a new month and I'm excited. It's my birth month, so
yeah, the birth month, yeah. It's also a very important month for me. Let me come to Olamide. Olamide, how you doing?
Yeah,
you're looking different.
Yeah, that's the idea. Just wanted to, shift things a little bit. But it's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited.
And Prince Ray Loviso, how you doing?
Very well. It's a pleasant week. Thank God we're all alive.
A new month again. All right, so let's move very quickly. We'll take a break. When we come back, there are a lot of things to talk about. Would we see the return of Samson Siasia and the coaching crew of Nigerian football? We'll be right back to talk about that. Welcome back to Sports in 60 Minutes. Yes, before we went for that break, I did tell you that we may see a return of Samson Siasia back in the coaching crew of one of Nigeria's very important football teams. I'm talking about the under-23, the one that they call the Dream Eagles or the Olympic Eagles. Yes, and it's looking like this. Nothing official, but it's looking like as it is. And Prince Ru, the reason is because there are only few CAF license A coach. And these guys, Samson Siasia, Daniel Amokachi, basically the 1994 team squad, have that. So Samson Siasia back, despite all of his legal issues, is back.
He's a homeboy. He's a homeboy. The tussle to get who becomes the coach for the Dream Team is on. There are other names, but because of their pedigree, Amokachi and the Samson Siasia name has come out pretty big. Wishing them the very best, even if I have my drawback. It's only when we have tournaments, you appoint coaches, it's always the issue. But let me quickly say this. Who gets that job has a lot to do when it comes to growing that particular team.
Yes, and Olamide, I'm coming to you very quickly on this one. Daniel Amokachi, for a long time, was the assistant coach of the Super Eagles. Had an interim stint with the Super Eagles as well, especially some few friendlies, but not exactly a successful one. Okay, yeah, he won the African Cup of Nations as an assistant to Stephen Keshi. But Daniel Amokachi, for the under-23 team or for the under-20 team, how do you see this panning out?
Well, Amokachi would not be a bad idea, but if you're asking me who I would prefer, I'll say based on experience, with age grade team Nigeria, obviously you tilt towards Samson Siasia.
But some people will feel that is bigger than him.
Yeah,
and also the fact that he was banned because of match fixing for a while.
That's it. That's what we're going to say. I mean, a lot of people can judge. It's good. You can cast aspersions. That's your own cup of tea. But when you're talking about experience, the man has it. See what he did with Mikel's set at the Olympic Games, right? The under-23 as well. I mean, this guy has been fantastic when it comes to. Well, maybe it's time away from football. But remember, you can take the boy from the hood, but not the hood from the boy. And I think the same thing still comes down to his experience. You don't buy that in the market.
You do not buy that
No, you don't buy experience in the market.
Prince, I wanted to ask a question. It might be as if it's a tease, but let me ask. These 1994 guys have never been successful in the NPFL. Samson Siasia, way back. Ocean Boys or Bayelsa United, remember, right? Emmanuel Amunike is strong.
Don't even go there because
I wanted to see.
That's goes with him.
I'm looking at the glass. I deliberately asked this question. Samson Siasia was not successful. He even coached, I think he did a stint with Eyimba at some point. I just have to be corrected. Daniel Amokachi, no.
George Finidi is doing well.
George Finidi
is doing well.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
He's doing well.
He won.
He won the league.
What is your
my opinion?
Won the league with Eyimba. But what is your
my opinion?
No. What is your
you want me to classify?
What is that? Yeah, that classification of doing well. went to the continent and disgracefully disgraced the Nigerian Premier Football League.
No, but
Is that doing well?
That appointment,
Yeah,
the appointment of Finidi George, it was, they set him up to fail because
Set him up. Rivers United set him up to fail.
I'm talking about, you said he went to the continent. Okay, fine. Continent.
And disgraced the country.
How
It was
many?
a
How
huge
many?
disgrace.
How
Wasn't it? Olamide, please help me out.
No, Olamide can't help you as a mission.
You asked Prince.
Wait, hold on. How was it not a disgrace?
Let me first and foremost answer your question.
Okay.
We have
Yeah.
time.
Uh-huh.
Now, in coaching,
Uh-huh.
the element of luck comes to play.
Yeah.
But how grounded are you based on your certification plays a key role.
So
Most of
is
our
it-
guys are not fully certified. That's the simple truth.
Sorry. He was a football director of a top La Liga team. Oh.
When you talk about certification, coaching courses are taken.
Yes,
at every
Finidi
hour.
is FIFA licensed.
The most
Pro,
qualified, the most qualified of the 94 set is Amonike.
Whether we like
or
it.
Emenalo.
Emenalo is not coaching. Amonike is coaching.
Amunike, but look at what is happening.
Luck has a lot to do with it.
Okay, you know what? This is a conversation that if we start it now, because I am ready.
It will not end.
It will not end. Because honestly speaking, if you're saying that why are you bringing these guys, maybe not because they have the certification as far as I'm concerned.
So who would you have suggested?
So, yeah, by pedigree, probably Siasia.
I wouldn't have even taken anyone.
Same
Ask me why. I wouldn't have taken anyone. They've done their bits. Top-notch guys.
But the
There are still
others, the
young.
younger coaches do not have the license.
Who are you to blame?
Is it wait? Is it NFF they should be looking at? They should go and get the license by
NFF
themselves.
should organize some of these seminars and lure them into the country.
Let's move on. Let's get to the next one. Okay, the Presidential Cup is the oldest cup competition in Nigeria. It was the FA Cup, the Federations Cup.
I don't understand. Which cup are you talking about?
The
President
Presidential
Federation
Cup.
The name still sounds
Presidential
strange to me. It's Challenge Cup. I know
Challenge
Challenge
Cup.
Cup.
You know Challenge
When
Cup.
you talk about Challenge Cup, FA Cup, that excites me.
2 days
Yeah, but
ago,
you know
2
they
days ago,
did now.
two
Yes,
days
now.
ago, I was interviewed on. No, about 3 days ago, 3 days ago, I was interviewed on radio, and I was talking about the Challenge Cup of the 70s and the 80s.
Even 90s here.
When
It's just
let's
the
not
same
talk about the
thing.
90s
Yeah.
first. When ICC Shooting Stars versus Rangers at the National Stadium. I wasn't born then, but
You
I
heard
saw
the story.
videos. Hey, that is Challenge Cup. You get what I'm trying to say.
Don't even go there. Bed Insurance versus Rangers.
You are
Bed
talking
Insurance versus Railway Corporation.
Stationary stores versus Eagle Cement.
Now let me bring you back home. Julius Berger versus Eyimba. They played Challenge Cup. These were period of euphoria.
Anyway, all right. So this new competition that they call the Presidential Cup, they say is the oldest, as I've just said. Speaking of the 36th state of the federation, alongside with the federal capital, has been said to have submitted their representative teams for the men's and women's events of this year's President's Federations Cup, or the Presidential Cup.
NFF.
NFF
Cup.
Presidential Cup, whatever it is. Anyway, so we know that in the women's category, Ebere, we have what teams are there?
Okay, for Lagos, we have FC Robo and Ghetto Tiger Ladies. For the men, of course, it is Ikorodu City and Ikorodu City and G12. G12
I was actually
is
asking for
yes.
the women, but continue.
Yeah, okay, fine. Then for in Abia State, because every state has two teams
Yeah.
to compete. For Abia State, we have Ahudi and Queens and Abia Angels, and it's a good one because both teams also play in the NWFL.
All right.
Abia Angels just gained promotion to Super 6, so it's a good one. Akwa Ibom, we have Ibom Angels, Solo Wonders. Bayelsa, we have Bayelsa Queens, Bayelsa Princess. Like the top notch, as in the top players are doing well. Rangers women for Enugu, Zora Queens. FCT, we have Niger Ratels, NAF, FC, Imo State, we have Heartland Queens, Ikukoma Queens, like a lot. So this is where the main event starts, because the one that happened in the States was just, okay, fine, let's get out the
So you get the finalists.
right now, this is where the main business starts.
You know,
Federal wise, yes.
Prince Will, she just mentioned NAF, a team by NAF, that's the Nigerian Air Force. It reminds me of the fact that the Nigerian Air Force, back in the day, used to have teams in the Pro League that were security teams, you understand, like we have in handball now, but it used to be very prevalent in the in football. But let's look at for the men. right? Lagos, we have Lagos teams, they're in. We have other teams as well. This is the oldest competition, but it doesn't sound glamorous to you. I don't know, does it?
Yeah, it still does. I'll be honest with you. The place of excitement when you see new teams coming from the lower division, coming to participate in the NFF Presidential Cup, still bring that nostalgia. Mind you, the element of surprise is what has made the FA Cup and now the Presidential Cup very, very interesting. So it's still there.
So it's still there.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. It is getting to home stretch.
3 games to go. Or 2 rather, after this weekend.
It is getting to the home stretch, and there's a lot of. It's really very interesting. Let's talk about it very quickly. Prince Will, looking at the games, their top games. Eyimba versus Remo. That is like, can you imagine that Eyimba versus Remo is a relegation battle game? Would you ever think about it, Prince Will?
No, not in the next world. I must be honest. I would never have imagined Remo Stars finding themselves in this muddy water. Talk less of Eyimba struggling to survive for the season. It's quite unfortunate, but that's what it is. It's going to be an interesting game because Eyimba need to win this game to actually survive staying in the league. For Remo, it might be the condemnation.
I think Eyimba will win.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
So automatically Remo goes to the NNL.
Oh, that's so bad.
They need this game to survive.
Yes. And it's going to be played where? In Aba.
Eyimba International Stadium.
Please put international.
Eyimba Stadium.
Put international.
There is nothing. Sorry, I'm from Abia State. There is nothing international about it.
I'm with you on this one.
Eyimba would have a game in the continent. They will be going to Uyo. So what is the international thing about the Eyimba International?
Our problem is our problem. Don't worry.
What is the problem?
Our problem is our problem. We will resolve it. Is behind
the problem is
behind the
don't worry. Anyway, let's let me ask you the top teams. I mean, see, as it is, even Shooting Stars still have a chance of winning the league. Yes,
don't go there.
As it is, Ebere, if you look at it, anything can happen.
I don't see Shooting Stars winning anything.
Don't go there.
Even Shooting Stars. Okay,
no, I don't
reduce it.
I know it's just looking at.
So if you say Ikorodu City, then you have to put Shooting Stars to
it's just 4 points. I understand, but there's also Abia Angels on 4th place.
Abia Warriors.
I said.
That's what I'm saying. That the top 5. That's what I said.
Enugu Rangers. The league is between Enugu Rangers and Rivers United.
That's all.
Because of how the Nigerian Premier League is being.
It's just 3 games.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just know it's between those 2 teams. Anything you're saying,
you can't be chasing the title and before 3.
You can't be chasing the title and before 3.
No, you can't be. You can't be. If you know there's the title at stake, you will play your life out.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's roll back the games of the weekend again. Yes, as we said earlier, Eyimba will be playing against Remo Stars. That is really, really huge. There are some other games. If our producer can help us roll the games again. Also, we know that Bendel Insurance against Katsina United, Shooting Stars against Nasarawa United, Con Califat, yes, against Kano Pillars, Warrior Wolves against Plateau United as well. Ikorodu City too has a game as well. Yes, that'll be Warrior Wolves against Plateau United. Yes, I've talked about it, and some other ones as well. Kano Pillars also have a game. Yes, I've said that against Khalifa. So that is that for the Nigerian Premier Football League. It promises to be a very, very interesting one. Enugu Rangers, yes, if we are looking at the probability of win and not win, it is there as well. So you can look at them. Enugu Rangers have the probability to win against
Bayelsa United.
Bayelsa United away from home 43%. Ikorodu City, they are playing at home, and it is expected that they should beat Wiki Tourists. So let's just see how it pans out as well. Let's take a break. I'll come back. Sports in 60 minutes will continue. Welcome back to Sports in 60 minutes. Let's now go very quickly. We don't have so much of time into athletics. Yes, and of course, Chukwuebuka Enekwechi won a classic, the Simbine Classic in South Africa. Iberi.
Yeah, he has been quite astounding for us. It's a good one because looking at what he did, he recorded a throw of 21.17 meters, sealing the victory in a very, very competitive field. So it's a step in the right direction. But then again, I know people will say, people will always complain, let's just celebrate the good ones. I feel we still have more players out there, more athletes that we can actually develop. Do you understand that would, because when he's not there now, we should have others in same vein. Do you understand? We have the Toby Amusonia, we have someone in short put, other fields, and if these guys are not there now, what happens? Who replaces them? But all the same, presently, congratulations to Enekwechi. It's a good one.
Okay, so I know he came 11th to the Classic in Poland a month ago. So this one is a good one, and hopefully we'll continue having a very good season thus far. Let's move to boxing very quickly. And Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, it's been confirmed they are supposed to have a bout in November. Yes, Olamide, November.
Yeah.
But before then, Anthony Joshua will be having a bout in July.
Yes, he will.
And so, all things being equal, he should be ready for that bout in November, Olamide.
Yes, I mean, this fight has been a long time in the making. I mean, I don't even know why we had to wait this long to get this. This is a Great Britain classic. I mean, Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury. This, for me, I just feel like Joshua has a point to prove now. We are used to Tyson Fury retiring, he will retire, come back. But Anthony Joshua coming off that very, very, sad incident where he lost two of his close friends. Now he will be making his entry in a return into boxing against, a relatively unknown opponent, which I feel he should discard easily.
His name is Christian Prenga.
Yes. So I feel like he should beat Prenga in anticipation of this fight against Tyson Fury. And lately he's been close to Usyk. Yeah, two of them.
Yeah, he's been close to Usyk.
Yeah, they've been very close.
Really
And Usyk is one of the few guys that have defeated Tyson.
Yes, he beat AJ twice.
He beat AJ twice as well.
So I think, drawing up, the Usyk style, and let's just see. Hopefully we get a new version of AJ. Hopefully.
Let's talk about the Champions League. And as it is, we are going to the second leg, and it's still the same thing. We don't know the winner yet. Okay, so there was a winner between, and by the way, I must say something. If you did not watch that match on Tuesday, you missed. PSG versus Bayern Munich. Just go back and rewatch it, and you'll have the time of your life. It's the best football game I have watched in more than 5 years. I don't know for them, but it's the best one. In more than 5 years, yes, I'm saying it in more than 5 years.
They've been other good.
That wasn't like that. That was
He said for him, the best football match.
5 years.
The best football match I have watched for more than 5 years is Rangers Imba.
Okay. So yes, there have been some good games though.
Okay. I know there have been some good games. This is
for example, the World Cup final, Argentina-France, that was very good.
Okay, the World Cup final comes close.
Yeah.
It comes
I
close.
also think the game between Inter and Barca was not also bad.
I know you will say
semi-final of last.
You will say Barcelona.
No,
you will say because of
forget if I'm a Barca fan. You know that match was very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting, but not like this one.
To me, I feel the Chelsea PSG match in the Club World Cup, no one gave Chelsea, as in it was like,
ladies and gentlemen,
a lot of
to me, for that. To me,
okay.
The title Rangers won in Asaba.
Was what about the one Rangers won in 2016 under what's the name of that?
That's the same one. It's the same one in Asaba.
It's the same one. Was it the one they won? Yes, I thought it's the one they won.
2016. No?
2016.
No, this one was in the
Better let us predict what we are predicting.
Let's predict what we are predicting. Now let's talk about the Premier League. I was coming to you. Why is it that Chelsea always sign drug users?
I don't understand. Okay, fine. Even when they
should I tell you? You think I just asked that question out of isolation?
No, okay, fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Michu in 2003 There was another guy too. I forgot him, but I'm coming there. And then Mudryk. Why is it that Chelsea like to sign drug users?
I don't think it's something they write in their CV or their manifesto that I'm a drug user. Come and sign. No, I don't see that happen. I don't see that happening.
I like that.
Most of this, okay, now Mudryk, for instance, he won on ground. Now I don't think he just woke up one morning and said to go and abuse the drug. It was in a supplement he took. It happens in tennis as well. Probably in a supplement he took, or maybe in a food, and the contents of the food had,
if it was a one time.
It was just once.
If it was a one time.
Okay.
But then in 2003, Michu.
But this is
in 2002, another player, Bozeman or something.
You make it look as if it's Chelsea and this is what
why
they do.
Why is it that no Premier League club has ever had that issue, but just Chelsea?
It's not our fault now. It's not. It's not our fault. When you say you can't, we are great. We've won it all, so it happens. Some things like this, we're always in the news, both for the good reasons and for the
right
reasons.
My producer Sam, why is that Chelsea always sign drug users?
Tell him, see.
You don't want to answer.
If it's hard, go and sign your own drug user too.
No, I want that.
if
Sam is not your producer. You see that he didn't answer you.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Okay, what about Thomas Partey? At least we don't have
Thomas Partey.
Yes.
Thomas Partey. Yes. I mean, left the club.
Which one he left the club? You guys were covering him up until he left. Then everything opened.
Which ones you guys?
Don't let us.
Okay, I understand. But then again, Arsenal, they were covering him up until he left. What happened happened when he was at Arsenal.
He was there.
So what are you talking about?
We haven't covered what he was meant to be. We pushed him out.
We pushed him out.
No response to this. No response to this.
You see?
Anyway, there are Premier League games. Let's look at the Premier League games very quickly. Yeah, Newcastle against Brighton and Albion. Let's look at it. I mean, Olamide and Iberi will do this one. Look at the three games. These are big games. Newcastle against Brighton and Albion. All right, including the bet odds. Quickly.
Okay. Newcastle lost their last game against Arsenal by a goal to nil. Brighton, they are on 6th place with 50 points, and they want to see if they could, make Europe. I'm looking at a home win for Newcastle. A home win. Looking at the odds, 2.55 for Brighton. It's an away win, 2.67. But then I'm tilting towards Newcastle winning this game at home in front of their fans. Yes. So
the odds for draw is actually high.
It is, but I think to be on the safe side, right, both teams will definitely score.
So they're equally points.
BTS, right? Yeah, the BTS, true.
At 1.50, I think both of them will score.
Ebere, I know you do not like this, but you have to do it. Arsenal versus Fulham.
It's a London derby. Arsenal at home. At the Emirates against a certain Fulham side. Arsenal should be winning this. I don't think Fulham will pose any huge threat.
Arsenal at home, 1.47. Is it not that low?
It's not
you guys are underestimating Fulham. Yes.
Exactly, Fulham that has.
So I think Fulham possess, some very, very tricky. Remember the last game they played against Liverpool at the Craven Cottage. Liverpool thought they had won it late
until they scored the goal.
The last game. So Fulham, they have this upsetting
thing that they do.
I would go for.
I am always looking at what happened before now. What happened in the reverse future?
What happened?
We were beating at home.
Yes, now.
Okay. 2-0.
And Arsenal knows what is at stake.
Yes.
So Arsenal knows what is at stake.
Exactly.
So Arsenal needs to ensure that they win this.
Yes.
All right. Bournemouth against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace lost out the last time.
Bournemouth will win this. Iraola is trying to dangle his winning streak, because looking at it now, he wants to join a big club, and you need to start winning your final games of the season. So Bournemouth for me, home 1.67 for the odds. Then both teams will definitely score. But at the end of the day, Bournemouth should be winning this fair and square.
Finally, the La Liga. Okay. I think the Bundesliga has been wrapped up. The La Liga. So let's look at the La Liga. And Olamide, a win for Osasuna, a win against Osasuna for Barcelona. They pretty much won the league.
Yeah, if Real Madrid drops falter against Espanyol.
Okay.
Now that this week is actually very, very tricky, because I'll say tricky in the sense that Real Madrid are traveling to Espanyol to play. Barcelona, they are going to Pamplona to play against Osasuna. So Osasuna against Barcelona. Barcelona will put everything on the line to win this league before El Clasico next week. So I think a Barcelona win against Osasuna will suffice here.
Will suffice as far as you're concerned.
1.5 at 1.78, yeah.
So Will you be pumping the champagne later today?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let's see how it is, though. Let's win first. That's the most important thing.
Let's win first. That is how we come to the end of Sports in 60 Minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. These guys have said it all. So now take those odds and enjoy yourself. Bet responsibly. And hopefully, for Arsenal fans like Prince Will and some other Arsenal fans out there, they will get a favorable result. And Barcelona, we hope, should win today. And
Chelsea is playing on my birthday. So it's on Monday.
Chelsea's playing on your birthday.
Yeah, so they should win. They should win against Nottingham Forest.
Bring cake.
Please, Mr. Prince, next week, what should bring food, right?
Which food?
So has to bring
We'll discuss that after the show.
After the show.
Can do that.
All right, so it's your birthday, Shay?
Yes.
On Monday?
Yes, on the 4th of May. Yeah.
You will not cry in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I don't understand why you are supporting the team. Happy birthday, though, guys. Can we say happy birthday?
Definitely.
In advance.
If you don't bring cake here,
I'm not begging you, but
bring cake. Happy birthday in advance. I wish you all the
Thank you very much.
splendid
Wishing
year.
you the very best.
Thank you very much.
Many more successes.
Many more success.
Amen.
And hopefully Chelsea does not spoil your parade.
Yes, so please do. It's
They will,
necessary.
don't
That prayer, a huge amen in capital letter.
You're in the finals anyway of
Yeah.
FA Cup. My name is Cosmos. Thank you for joining us on Sport in 60 Minutes. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.